Hey guys, it's me, Anissa. Welcome to my asylum. So today is a little bit different. You do not see my head. I am working on something fun, something new. I was going to buy some teeth, but I figured I make my teeth so that it could fit my mouth properly. And that is what this video is pretty much based on. I am going to make some teeth, and this will be my first time trying this out and really getting into it. So without further ado, I hope that you guys continue to watch, and you will probably see my head every now and then, but yeah, you won't see this face. But here are some of the materials that I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using this plastics, which is like these white balls, and like if you put them in hot boiling water, they'll turn clear, and they are very moldable. And if they start to harden up, you can easily just drop them in hot water again, and they'll be more like a doughy clay feeling. I'm just putting the spoon and this cup here. I don't want to get burned, so I put everything in a thermos. I have my mittens, but I'm also going to be using this Makeup Forever palette. I'm going to use a little bit of blood, and I'm going to use my Bruise wheel and also my Illustrator palette to create color to my gums, my teeth, and everything else. I am going to use super glue. Now, I know that super glue is something that is very dangerous to put in your mouth or anything, but if it contains, from my research, if it contains, I'm gonna say this so wrong, but I'll put it in the cyanoacrylate, then as long as it dries fully, you can then put it in your mouth, as long as it's dried 100%. I would not completely trust me, because that's what I read up on it. But at the same time, this would be something you would use at your own risk. I do not know anything else to use for it. So for now, this is what it is. But yeah, make sure you do your research before you decide to follow this step. Maybe you can find something else if you don't feel comfortable using super glue. And I also am going to use a pair of kitchen scissors, just because they're sharper. When this material gets hard, it's very hard to cut. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys follow along, and I hope that you guys like, subscribe, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and just follow me here and continue to watch. Take care, guys. Stay healthy and keep dreaming. Okay, once again, you're going to start with this thermos. I already poured my plastic into here and kind of gave it a moment to simmer and all that stuff, and I'm going to use this spoon right here, and I am just going to take it out to show you. I put a little bit of blood on it earlier just to try it out to see what will happen. It's still going to be fairly clear or whatever. But I would be careful, guys, because this can get very hot. I'm going to take a piece just like that, and I am going to start to smash it. I'm going to actually store the rest of this in here so that it stays nice and gooey and still has that texture, so I can make teeth and anything else I have to make after I'm done doing this. So I'm going to use a drop of blood again to see what will happen. My hands are probably going to be filled with blood now, but I'm going to try my best to stay clean. And I'm just mixing it into it, kind of playing with it. And if it becomes hard again after you play with it, I'm going to use this glass cup to pour hot water in so that it will become soft. After you put the gums back into this hot tin, you want to take it out again. It's got a light pink. We'll see how it turns out. I'm not too sure if this is gonna be the winner way or if it's gonna be the loser way, but we'll find out. But you wanna rip a piece off, put it back inside, because you really don't want it to be too thick, because then it's gonna be very hard to mold to your mouth. And let's put that back in. Can you please go inside? And then you want to rub it like this, kind of play with it. And then you want to make sure your teeth are dry. And you want to place it on your teeth like that. Kind of make sure it fits in all the way. And just something like that. Just like that. I feel like I have a mouth guard on. And then right before it fully dries, you want to take these kitchen scissors and just kind of snip a little bit on the top, just so it doesn't curl too much into the top of your mouth. And then will fit a little bit better. I'm gonna get rid of any little sharp areas, anything like that. And it should come out looking something like this, like it'll be like shaped like your top teeth. And you want to put this to the side. And while I'm going to start creating the teeth. Okay, now we're gonna go back into this hot tin. And we are going to use some more of this plastic. I constantly have water boiling in case for some reason this tin does not do me justice, and that way I could kind of pour more hot water and keep this going. But you go like this. And you're gonna want to make teeth, and I'm using these scissors just because they're a lot sharper, and I'm gonna just start to make teeth. And you can make them at any size, any type of, any way that you want. I'm just gonna make some like jagged, long teeth. Like that. They'll turn white, so you really don't need to worry about the color. And I just want to continue kind of keep on. So I'm gonna look at this, and I'm gonna use, like I said, I'm gonna use crazy glue. Like I said before, I do not, if you don't feel comfortable using crazy glue, do not use crazy glue, but that's what I'm using. And from my research, as long as it has that stuff in it, I will definitely post that down below. It says that as soon as it dries, it's fine to use it. But don't hold me to that. Do your own research before you start doing stuff like this. I'm as careful as I could be, so hopefully I am still being very careful with myself. So then I'm gonna place the tooth to the top of it, right over here. It's a very, like, it's not easy. It doesn't just like fully stick since the material is hard, but you want to put it on the top so that it doesn't interfere with the bottom of your lip or the inner part of your teeth on the bottom. So just kind of putting them like that. And I'm going to continue to do this until I feel 100% satisfied. So, and just continue to paste the teeth just like that. So it kind of looks something like this. And keep pasting it. Just take all the teeth and I'm going to paste them down. Just like that. And you could basically do any look that you want. I'm just trying to make like spiky monster type of teeth. I don't know. This is my first time trying it, so. I'm not 100% satisfied with this one, so I'm gonna kind of cut it in a weird way and put it on, because I want them all to be like kind of uneven, jagged looking teeth. And before you put this in your mouth, if you decide to try this with the super glue, like I said before, I am not 100% sure. I did a little research. Supposedly it's fine, but at the same time, you know, just do your own research. Make sure that what you're doing is right. But do not put this in your mouth during the drying process. Allow this to dry. Do not be thirsty as much as I am to try it on to see if it'll fit my mouth right. It doesn't make sense to get super glue in your mouth and either have a bad taste or poison yourself. So just be careful when applying and for how long you allow it to dry. Yeah. So it looks something like that. Ooh. You want to let the teeth dry for a little bit before you start placing the layer of gum on it. They're not fully dried, so do not put them in your mouth. But I am going to flip this upside down and I'm going to grab some more of this poly plastic, and I am going to create a layer. This is still hot, guys. I'm just trying to work as fast as I can to make sure that this doesn't mess up. But I'm gonna create this thin layer to go over the teeth, like this. You don't want it to fold. You kind of want it to be able to cut. So you want to just kind of, just like that. And you're gonna take some tweezers and just push in the middle where like the supposed, you know, root would be. and continue. And if this doesn't work, that means that it's probably time to boil some more water, because it should work. See how this layer right here is not coming on? So I'm gonna cut this top, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put a hot piece, a more hotter piece. So I'm gonna take the scissors again, and almost got my face. And I'm gonna cut it. So you see how it kind of is drying very quickly. That means that the hot water is not working. So I will be back. I'm going to boil more water in my kitchen since I'm in my makeup studio, and I am going to be back with some more hot water. Be right back. Okay, I have some hot boiling water. Here are my teeth again. This is a lot more drier than not dried. And I'm gonna keep them like this, flapped upside down, put them right here so you can see, if you can see. And I'm gonna carefully, this is very hot, like right off the stove hot. So I'm gonna use my bloody wipe. No, let me use this because this is safer. And I'm gonna open it. Just like that. It's warm. And if you can see, there's smoke coming out of it. And I am going to check, and look at that. That's beautiful. Look how gooey it is because it's so hot. And I'm going to stir it. And try and grab it. Ooh, this is burning hot. And try and cut, because all I need is a layer. Ooh, that's feeling hot. So you don't want to, the thing is working with this, you almost have to be quick, but you also don't want to burn your hand. So then you want to flatten out the layer, because it's going to be like a layer of gum on the top of the teeth. And you want to make sure it goes across evenly, across the whole entire gum. So that's perfect, the way that just went. I'm going to leave this lifted because I do not want this to interfere with being able to go in my mouth. And I'm going to use these tweezers now, just kind of make impressions like it's like going through the root while it's still warm. It's a lot easier to mold when it's warm, and just kind of go like that. I'm going to use some scissors so it doesn't break up unevenly. And I am going to cut the edges before they fully dry so they don't interfere with the top of my mouth. So when I put them in, it would not interfere at all with my mouth at all. And I'm going to, before it dries, I'm going to just kind of tap it down, make sure that it's nice and stuck right there like that. And little snippets here and there, just like that. And that will be how the teeth will look. You still don't want to put it in your mouth yet because it's not fully dried. The crazy glue is not fully dried, so I would wait a day. But in the meantime, try and paint them to be realistic, however you want them to be. So that's the next step. I'm gonna start off with the Makeup Forever palette, and it's the professional palette with all the flash colors. And I'm gonna start with that peachy color. I'm just gonna kind of like, with a special effects brush, just go through the the gums. I don't want it to be too like opaque, so I'm just kind of giving it a little brush, not too anything too serious, just kind of brushing it in just like that. And the thing is like, see how, ooh, so you see how these teeth, they're just like all like different. None of them are the same. You could easily make them more like looking a lot more the same. But I just wanted to try out something a little creepy. And yeah, so this is the look that I am going for. And I am going to use a little bit of brown for the tip. And kind of do that to each and every tooth. Into the root of the tooth. And then I'm going to go in with a little yellow and gold to kind of give the tooth a little bit of like that, like nasty, haven't brushed my teeth in a while color. And have them just like that. Put some white in there and kind of just something like that. And I would love to put them on, but like I said before, you really, really have to wait. You do not want to put them in your mouth because you will. So these are the teeth. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope that you guys can follow along. I will be practicing. This was my first set. I'd like to see how, once it's dried, how it fits in my mouth, how it looks. Try it again. I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe. Try if you can, and tag me along, and just, yeah. I hope you enjoyed. Take care. Bye.